A notice is going out that there will be no speeches during the burial of Moses Malulu Injendi on his burial day. The notice goes around that only his family and the president will talk. Anybody else will talk on the eve of his burial. Now, I wonder whether that one also includes people like Mudavadi and Wetangula, because the notice says that it is only the family and the president that will talk. I have a photographic mind. I have never come across such a thing, especially in a funeral where the president is. Actually, Kenyan system is bad. We still have a lot of power and authority and money in the president's office. It is during such occasions that people use a lot of way to get something from the government. When a prominent person dies, you'll hear a lot of things. I don't know. Maybe when somebody is about to die, he becomes or she becomes very promising. Because let us look at the case of Chebukati. Chebukati, his O levels, he went to Bokoli Secondary School, and A levels, he went to Alliance. Now, Bokoli School have started talking of a lot of things. Oh, he promised us a bus. Oh, he promised Ascania. He promised us Ascania. Oh, he promised us he's going to build an amenity hall here, such as. Okay, I have no capacity to know whether it is true or not. But my point here is because the president must attend Chebukati's funeral. It is during the time when people are talking in the presence of the president that politicians and other people take that opportunity to seek for favors. Oh, we want to do this. They would even say the late before he died, he was planning this. We had a meeting. We have this. Mr. President, in honor of this person, please do this and this. I have no capacity to know whether those things that are presented to the president are true or cooked up stories. But what I know is that not all of them are true. It is just that when the politicians are given an opportunity to speak, they use that opportunity to. I'll give you an example. Musalia Mudavadi's mother, Mama Hana, when she died and President Uhuru Kenyatta went to the funeral, the MP for Sabatia stood up and said, 2 to 3 weeks before Mama died, she used to say that the road from this road that passes here, that goes this way and whatever, if only the president could tarmac it. The MP for Sabatia said that in the presence of the then President Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't know about that place, but Uhuru Kenyatta stood up and promised them that in honor of the deceased, we are going to tarmac that road. Now, that is what I'm trying to drive at. I do not know. I'll speculate, but I do not know why they insisted that no other person will speak in the presence of the president apart from apart from the family and the president. They should have even said that these people would just greet and they would not talk. Maybe Kakamega, the senator for Kakamega and the governor for Kakamega are the only politicians who are to talk. And then they would introduce other people there. They would also have said that cabinet members plus any other VIP from outside Kakamega should now imagine. I'm not seeing the speaker of. I'm not seeing the speaker of the National Assembly being a person from a neighboring county coming and sitting there. It doesn't make sense. But then I'm an NIS person and I know what is happening. Because this thing has never happened. And these things, whatever they decided behind the curtain. It is true that nobody would have, Luhias are funny. Luhia, you'll even find, I used to criticize this fellow. I used to criticize him because he used to hire boys, and made them personal militia. Like example, there is a school that it's called Mukoko. Somebody sneaked to the school and took a picture of the place. The school has mud walls. The school had mud walls, and from one side you can see through the classes to the other side where there is sugarcane plantation. So it appeared on social media, and he summoned the head teacher of that primary school to the CDF office. Of course, she thought that maybe she was being called so that they told next time be vetting people who enter there. Usiniaibishe. I can tell you that if you know all the constituencies that are surrounding Malava constituency, all the constituencies round, be it Navaholo, be it Lugari, be it what do you call hata huyo that bank smoker Peter Selassie, all these places have constructed storied classes. As for him, no. So he knew. I mean, not okay, he's dead, he doesn't know. But the family knows that such things they are, they don't want to risk, they don't want a possibility of people coming to say, you see, even among lawyers, lawyers are people. The worst person, like there's a place called Chimoi. There is a distant relative of mine who was known to be to pretend to be a watchman in a certain shop. But when you are lighted at 3 a.m., he would follow you and snatch your things. So this fellow was caught. He organized for people to steal somewhere, and then he was taken to remand, and he died in remand. But during his funeral, you would think that a catechist had died or a seminarian had died. People were praising him, and they were even castigating his. Lawyers have that capacity that even if the devil came to the world today and stayed in the world and died, during his funeral, he'll really be praised. There's no time, very few occasions you'll find people coming out and saying, even though he's dead, but when he was alive, this was something bad about him or blah, blah, blah. And for people like me, who has blasted him, I can tell you that attending his funeral is like committing suicide, because they'll say, this is the fellow who blasts him. That is how people are. They forget that he has taken millions to construct palaces for his family at the expense of. Now, take a house like the one in Lugusi, the amount he stole from CDF. Suppose he would have used that money to construct a lab in one of the schools. Now, according to Luya tradition, that house will be occupied by the widow. When she dies, it becomes something that is called dikubiri, wasted white elephant. But when people imagine there's a place, a neighboring place in Lugari called Mahohoni. Mahohoni, I'll not explain it further, but it is it portrays a place of backwardness and whatever. But Mahohoni Primary has 12-storied nini, 12-storied building. Just in Matete sub-county, there is more than 50-storied schools. But in Malava hakuna hata moja. Hakuna hata moja. When you say something, they say they start giving excuses. Oh, Malava is overpopulated. Oh, sijui nini nini. And this fellow, he takes some old city hoppers, paints them yellow, hands them over to school. You know, building even a lab, that one I'm sure it will be used for the next over 30 years. But a bus, I doubt whether it will reach even 7 years. So he has been surviving on that, and he has been playing around with people's mind. And it is good that God has taken him, so that he has taken a very clever way. Every election time, he keeps off the people. He doesn't mind the people, only minds giving out 5,000 shillings during funerals. I even commented in one of my statements that now that the fellow who gives out 5,000 has died ahead of me, who will dish out 5,000 when I die? He knew how to give out 5,000 shillings during funerals, and he knew every election time. You can see the 3 times he has been to the parliament. He has been using last minute jump here and there. It even reached a time when we were having this BBI. And he was trying to look at which side of the bread is buttered, and that is why he sided with the BBI for some time. And then at the last time he saw people didn't like BBI, and then he jumped. It even annoyed Oparanya, because Oparanya was talking of they had promised him that Malava would be divided into two. So Oparanya forgot and even talked publicly and said, we are not even going, BBI was to divide some constituencies. We are not even going to divide Malava constituency. So he has always been looking at the thing. And even when the ANC and Jubilee, not ANC and UDA combined, he was very happy. He was, that is what he talked public. I've been a UDA person, only that I saw being in Western Province, I should welcome the ANC people back into. He was a survivist. Finally, a summary of what I've been saying is that this person has never minded people. He has just used people as how do you call, stepping stone. Just like when you're crossing a river, you hop, step on stones. When you reach the other end of the river, you cross and go wherever you go. You don't even look at the stones that you used. You only remember the next time when you're going back that the stones will be there. And that is how he has been. That is how he has been. He has always seen the Cabras people as stones which are there, which are waiting for him to come back and go through. And that one is why I believe that his family does not want anybody to speak when the president is there, just simply because they know that a lot of the can will be opened and a lot of worms will come out. But all in all, I thank God. It is not good to celebrate somebody's death, but since he's somebody who knew how to survive every election cycle, Malava people would still be having him were he not to die. That is the only reason.